Hi, it's Randy Rolfe from the Paleo Childhood Community, and this is my holiday posting. And I wish you all a wonderful family celebration of your holidays. Make it meaningful and fun and warm with those you love. And I want to share a few tips. Many of you may know that I've been exploring and working with and recommending an understanding of the four humors, from ancient science to modern endocrinology. And so I'm going to give a few tips about kids during the holidays and their different body types and what that means for what they're going to go after when you spread your feast or have unusual schedules, visiting family and entertaining family and going to the local events around the holidays. So they're basically four types, and I'm going to start with the melancholic type, and they will tend physically to be developmentally long and thin-boned, long bones, and they tend to put on weight around the middle, and they tend to go for sweet things, chocolate, sodas, unfortunately, sweetened drinks, and anything that has sugar in it, because the sugar stimulates, gives them immediate energy, and they're very energetic people. And so they tend to go for the sweets. So you really have to watch them on the sodas and the desserts and the candies that are around in the holidays, and particularly chocolate, but almost anything that will give them quick sugar, because then their moods will drop quickly and they'll want more, or they will get teary-eyed, depressed, and want to be alone and that kind of thing. So you don't want to encourage that. You want them, they love being with people, but you need to make sure they get protein with each meal. The second one I want to talk about is the sanguine. And they're kind of sort of an opposite of melancholic. They tend to look at the bright side of everything, but they tend to go towards pumpkin spice type things, cinnamons and nutmegs, and they like creamy and crunchy things. So like creamy dips and crunchy chips, and anything with cinnamon and rich fats. So you want to be sure that they don't snack on a whole lot of chips or heavy dips, but and make sure they don't eat too late at night, because that will mess up their next day. They will tend to be overstimulated the next day. So kind of watch they don't get too much of those spices or creamy fatty foods. The next group, and developmentally, they tend to be a little on the smaller side, shorter fingers, shorter legs than the melancholic child. The phlegmatic child tends to be kind of lethargic. They really need energy, and they tend to look for their energy from too much milk, too many milk products in particular, but they usually go for cottage cheese or milk, too much milk, like I said, and also they like light cheeses and snacks. They're not big on meals, but they're big on snacking. So you got to be careful they don't snack on cookies or too much milk. Have them eat their milk and cookies with their meals so that they don't get too languid and phlegmatic. And they tend to be as children just adorable, actually, and kind of rounded features. And so it's good to make sure that they get protein meals as well, like the melancholics. And then there's the cholerics. They're really go-getters, aggressive, driven kids, and they can get very domineering if they're not fed properly, and they don't go for the sweets, they go for the turkey or the ham, and very salty things. They like salt because that does stimulate their adrenal glands, the stress glands that keep them going. And so they tend to become your meat and potato people. And they're usually kind of a square build and high forehead, and they are all wonderful people, and what you want to do is feed them to bring out their best. And so in the holidays, just keep a little eye on what your kids are eating and make sure their snacks help balance their moods instead of overstimulating them. And the other thing is, be sure and urge them. They may not go for it, but urge them to snack on vegetables with a lighter dip. Like you can take sour cream and mix it with yogurt, half and half, and it still tastes very, very good on vegetables. Another thing is just have nuts out, almonds or walnuts, or sunflower seeds. And then also mushrooms and broccoli with the dip, celery, carrots, and encourage them to drink lots of water. Have a glass of water before the meal, not after, because you'll dilute your digestive juices, but before the meal, you'll tend to hydrate the digestion system, and also get everything working in your digestive system as well as your nervous system and your immune system. So make sure that kids drink lots of water, then they won't be reaching for the soda, the sweetened drinks, or the apple cider or whatever. And realize that the traditions around holiday meals, they work. Cranberry helps digest turkey. Pineapple helps digest ham. And really try to focus on one area, have a good quality protein and maybe one side and a salad and some vegetables. Don't have too many casseroles and yams here and potatoes there. Try to make people focus on the quality protein and the vegetable, and then save a little room for your dessert. And don't cut too big a piece of your pie or cake or whatever it is. Really ask people how much do they want, and don't encourage seconds because it just interferes with digestion. The other thing is, get plenty of sleep through the holiday season. People often get colds or flu after the holidays because they've overdone it with the sugars and underdone it with the sleep. So make sure you get the water and the sleep, and watch what you eat. So have a great, great holiday, and thank you for being part of our paleo childhood community, and just enjoy your kids. That's what it's all about.